spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Begin the drive with Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson. This is caught. Touchdown. Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Okay, break.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts going to keep it again. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, Paul, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously got to carry the ball with other people up front. Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the run.
Starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very well. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Panthers are 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Back to throw. Stevenson being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Real good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read. And almost daring to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stevenson for Marshall. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Stevenson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And Tommy Tremble, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the jump.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Stevenson. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. He's got the first down and more. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Okay, ready.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Moving my team.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ready.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's blocked down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a middle pass rush in that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Stevenson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They're savored a little bit, but I'll run right back out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Escaping the pressure lane. And caught by Trimble. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down. Back to throw. Stevenson. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Vikings are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Cook now off the read option.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The drive here out is definitely critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game.
It's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Deep over on 2nd down, wind up incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that completion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Stevenson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stevenson. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
Man, let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. We'll just take the knee.
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, normally when you see a group score,
can't move the ball on defense.